What kind of mother would take her kids winter camping in a tent under a heavy downpour with wet snow and strong wind? Let's pause. Here in Norway, we had winter holidays in the beginning of March. And when I asked my kids what they wanted to do, my youngest daughter suggested camping. I told her the weather is supposed to be a real crap for all the coming days. And in order to compromise on it and avoid full misery, I suggested setting up a tent in our backyard and camp there. This is when she side-eyed me and said, "I don't want this wannabe adventure. I want a real one." And here we were, driving towards a real Type 2 adventure. Darkness, downpour mixed with wet snow and wind. Just the way I love it. And this is when I knew I've done something right with this parenting game. But let's do the short story long, shall we? This is my new tent. So, I've been doing this sleeping outside projects, and I decided that in order to make them more enjoyable, I need a new tent, because my old one is very old, very bulky, heavy, so I needed a new one. And of course, since I am a super trained hiker and all of that stuff, I ordered this one. What's amazing about this tent is it's very light. When I received this bag, I was like, what is that, the whole thing? Like, look at this, very small, very light. I love it. I'm just gonna check something because this picture doesn't show the cover. I hope it's not like they sell it separately. Right? Because sometimes you kind of don't read the whole description and it turns out that the whole thing. Okay, perfect. So I'm not gonna do a full review of the tent, but it's called MSR Hubba Hubba NX, 2 persons. I decided to take 2 persons tent because I'm gonna bring it on my travels, also where I'm flying, and I need something super lightweight. And also I want it to be smallest possible, lightest possible, but without compromising on comfort, and also being able to sleep with another person, you know, like not both of my kids, but at least one person. And I'm thinking this is a perfect solution. So today I'm gonna put it in test. It's 5th March, I think it's 5th March today. It's a very mild temperature. It's supposed to be raining, but let's test it. It's a perfect opportunity to test things when the conditions are not optimal. So yeah, I'm very excited. By the way, I'm gonna go with my kids. One of them will be sleeping in the car, the other one will be sleeping with me in the tent. So I'm super excited. Wow. And yeah, these are parts of the stuff I'm bringing with me. Not everything, but just some of it. The rest of it is in my living room, and it's a lot. It's a lot. Traveling light, as always. Setting up this tent went quite easy and quite fast, but I'm gonna talk about it later on. The snow conditions were quite difficult, so I had some struggles putting up the pegs down in the snow. However, making up a camp for 3 took quite a while because I had to inflate all the mattresses, set up the car, and do so many small things that it took quite a bit of time. And even though my kids are sufficient enough to make a bonfire and get some snacks on their own, It still felt like a little eternity to be done with a camp setting. Ready to go to bed?
Huh?
Are you ready to go to bed?
Yeah, I think.
You think so?
I think so.
Do you think it will be fun to sleep alone in the car?
No.
No? You wish you were home in your cozy warm bed? It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, very fun.
Yeah, I think so. So I hope the sound is good, but it's been snowing the whole evening and everything is wet. The kids are in bed, one is here in the tent and the other one is inside the car. She is a princess. She needs a princess treatment. Yeah, and I think I'll go to bed too. How was it to sleep in the tent in wintertime?
Living hell.
You are lying. You are a little liar. Oi. Maybe, well, maybe. Maybe you're not lying. Okay. Are you cold now?
Not cold, but not good.
You're not good. Hello girl.
Jag har magkrampe.
Gå för det.
Jag vet inte. Och så har du kinken naken och så har du ont i fötterna.
Good morning from the camp. Everyone is alive and awakened. Yeah, I'm gonna go and do some packing first, I think. Theo, är du klar till att fraktas till bil?
You want to leave this place where we grew up, this old town, just put it all behind. Remember you and I would always find somewhere to hide when we were kids, so we could see and hear the water run.
So my whole system kind of glided out a little bit. I don't know what happened here. What I think happened is this part kind of slided out of space, and then I guess either I forgot to lock this one, or maybe I don't know what happened here, but it was dark, it was windy. Well, we slept through the night-ish with some awakenings. I had, I woke up several times and and the kid said that she was awake. Well, first she said she was awake. She didn't sleep the whole night, but then I said, I know that you were sleeping because I was awake a lot. It's been raining the whole freaking night, and it was blowing as well, so it's still a lot of wind. So, well, it survived, even with my bad setting up. Yeah, but I wish the snow yesterday was as it is today. Today is like a snowman snow. It would be so much easier to set up the tent, but it's okay, it did the job. We are not wet. It worked out, but I need I need to practice to set it up actually a couple of more times before I sleep in it in some kind of crazy weather. Alright, I'm gonna start packing down a little bit, and then maybe I'll make a bonfire. The weather is not so bad, so yeah. So this was our tent situation tonight. My daughter slept there on a sleeping mat and then reindeer skin and then another inflatable sleeping mat, and she had that Järvenduken like emergency blanket on her, around her sleeping bag, and she had blankets and stuff, and I was just sleeping on this one, and I had a sheepskin and another sleeping pad, mat, whatever. My sleeping bag broke down. I mean, the zipper broke down, so I couldn't close it at all. I just turned it around and used it as a blanket because I thought the temperature today is not that bad. I actually think it's plus degrees today, something like that, but I'm not sure. Definitely above zero because it looks like it's melting. So yeah, so it wasn't too cold per se, but I told you I'm freezing very easy. So I used it as a blanket after all, and well, it worked out actually pretty well. Hello from my camp. It was definitely more comfortable sleeping inside of the tent compared to the open sky, at least, well, probably not only because of the tent, but also because it was much warmer tonight. Yeah, nice tent, I like it. I need to learn to set it up better because I did something wrong, or maybe the wind was too strong and just kicked it out of system a little bit, because it kind of, the whole outer tent kind of rotated a little bit and not standing. It's not standing the way I set it up to begin with. Anyway, I like it. Very lightweight. It was pretty easy to set it up. Pretty fast too, I think. The only problem was to kick these pegs into the snow, but it's not the tent itself. It's the snow conditions, I guess. So yeah, I'm packing down now. The kids are laying in the car, scrolling their phones again. And I think I'll make a bonfire. Maybe make some breakfast, even though it's blowing quite a bit. Stay tuned. What the hell? What? It's like hanging on something. What is this? Well, and then it's gone. My car mechanic skills are about there. Freaking Tetris. Does anyone remember Tetris? Puzzle. Jigsaw puzzle. Another good example of what it was. But I think I need a bigger car if I'm continuing this kind of adventures, or I need some kind of roof rack to store my stuff, because it's bad enough to camp alone, and when we are three, then it gets so much worse. So yeah, anyway, we are heading home. The rain stopped, but I don't know, kids are not very happy at the moment, so let's just go home and enjoy warmth and the dryness of the proper house. See you. Happy kids in the background. Hello. Okay, how many stars from 1 to 5? How many stars would you give to this trip?
Terningkast 1.
Terningkast is Norwegian
For dice roll.
dice roll. Let's say stars. Between 1 and 5, how many stars would you give?
0.5.
0. So it was so bad. But it was your idea. Why did you wanna go here?
Like a 2 or 3, I guess. I don't know.
Why did you wanna go here?
I don't know.
You just wanted. Okay. How many stars do you give?
Like a 2 or 3, I don't know.
2 or 3? Okay, it's 2 or 3 out.
It's hurting.
Where does it hurt?
My teeth and my braces, my arms here, like right here. My
Yes.
tummy has a
Keep complaining.
I got
Yes.
it when I woke up. And like my legs, definitely.
Legs? Why?
I don't know.
What's
It
wrong with
just
your
sometimes
legs?
just hurt.
You were just laying. You did nothing.
Yeah, but I woke up and it hurt.
Okay, leg
I
hurts,
sometimes
tummy
get
hurts,
that.
braces hurt.
Yeah, I got my brace. I never went.
We are heading home now. I mean,
No, I ain't
oh,
going
shit.
to
Woohoo! Heading home! Hooray! Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed our slightly miserable camping tour this winter. Well, March, but yeah, still winter here. Remember to click a like, subscribe button, ask a question, leave a comment, and as always, I see you in the next video. Bye!